Over the last couple of days, I have got a key to Little Cities Bigger on PSVR2. This was a game that I really didn't look at twice, to be honest. When it got announced, I was excited, but it wasn't something that I thought I'd be really invested into. But after sinking a couple hours into the game, and you'll see my opening island throughout the course of this video, although there are a lot more islands to continue onto that we'll get onto in a minute, I found myself enraptured with this game and actually loving every second of it. It's under a gigabyte in file size, really not that expensive, but it's managed to impress me and hook me to the point where I feel at home in this game. City building, expanding my lands, designating spaces for buildings and different amenities, and overall enjoying a brand new experience in VR for me. A city builder, and a city builder that is done incredibly well. So, let's get into my first impressions, which, as you can probably tell, are incredibly positive. This is Little Cities Bigger. Before we touch on gameplay and some other things that I really enjoy about this game, we got to talk about the main thing that we talk about first, that is visuals. It feels like this is running at either 90 or 120 unreprojected. The game feels incredibly smooth, no jagged edges on anything. This has the nDreams polish to it. nDreams is the maker of this game. They've done Ghostbusters and Synapse, and while I didn't actually dive into Ghostbusters as it wasn't really that interesting to me, there's no denying that these range of games have a certain quality to them in terms of visuals. Synapse especially, I've sunk a lot of time into that game and it feels polished. It's the same here with Little Cities. You can stare off into the horizon and it doesn't have aliasing anywhere. All the lines are straight, all the details are crisp, and this is the clarity that I would want for a city builder of this magnitude. I'm really enjoying the way this game looks and it feels homely in terms of its design as well.
Look at that, look at it go. This game is sharp. Like, properly sharp.
While playing through Little Cities, I felt similarly to how I feel playing through walkabout mini golf courses. It has that art style that makes me feel like I'm at home, I'm enjoying myself, and I can sink many hours into this world and become enthralled in it. It feels warm.
Man, there are so many good VR companies, but nDreams and Mighty Coconut, they elicit reactions out of me that are incredibly not rare for VR, because I love VR. VR makes me very happy in terms of content, and you can tell that in videos because I get very excited at very technical and fun things. But there's a joy about nDreams games. There really are. There really is, I should say. And this encapsulates that. It really does.
Anyway, with the incredible visuals out the way, let's talk about the gameplay. It's city building, as you know it from other city building games, except this time you're doing it all with your hands, so it all feels incredibly immersive. The controls allow you to pan around your city, zoom in, go down to street level, and go between menus by pressing very responsive and satisfying buttons located on your wrist. These are all enhanced by haptics, but there are a couple of haptics I'll talk about later that are also great. Also on your wrist is the meter telling you what people want in the city, how happy they are, how your power and water is doing, and all the rest of the information that you need, like population size. This allows you to build industrial areas, commercial areas, and residential areas, making sure they don't clash, or that you don't plant a massive windmill or water tower in the middle of your residential areas, making your population feel uncomfortable and sad. Amenities can also be sprinkled around your city, giving you different buffs and boosts depending on where they're located and making your citizens happier. And it was honestly so much fun designing a little city here. No pun intended. I didn't mean to make that link actually, but genuinely it is an absolute blast to design these cities either in sandbox where you have free reign to do whatever you want, or in the campaign mode where you're given a set of different islands. First is the tutorial island, which you'll mostly see in this video, but I do also have some footage I'll put in now of one of the larger islands with a volcano on it and some geysers, which are really cool, and an Arctic environment which allows you to take advantage of the snow and put down snow-specific themed items around the map in your city, which is awesome. Each of them offer different challenges and different opportunities to you as you build your city. Overall, the city building experience isn't as in-depth as something like City Skylines, but it is an incredible VR city builder because you feel like you're really there. You're playing God, and it's in-depth enough that you have to manage each different system and plan ahead to give you a lot of replay value, and genuinely just designing these cities is a load of fun in Sandbox too. Now, with the main gameplay and visuals out the way, I want to just touch on a couple of things which I found just incredible about this game that I really appreciated. Little details like whales on the outside of the island that you're building on will pop up from time to time.
Like, why are there whales over here? There did not need to be whales, but they added it. What a cool little feature. What a cool little thing. And there's a dude driving a boat. Oh, that's so cool. Anyway.
Along with boats and cruise ships will eventually land to your island and deliver passengers who will then live in your city.
That's so cool that these are floating past with like the boats and shit. Look, there's actual like cruise ships arriving with people on them. Oh, I love how that like kind of upgrades a bit. This is so fucking sick. Oh my god.
It's really cool to see these processes and these environmental effects around the map, with different props that pop in around, depending on what your progress is. Planes will also fly overhead, and not only is it very cool to see them whoosh past, you know when they're coming because the headset rumble goes off.
I really like the music. The music is very Planet Coastery, and I'm a fan of that. Oh! Look at that! That's so cool! But I just heard that go past me.
Little details like that did not need to be in this game, but they are, and it enhances the experience greatly. I got really excited every time the headset rumble went off because I knew that a plane was about to fly overhead and pass by my island, and it was just a really cool little touch. The city zoning is really satisfying as well, with great sound design, and the zones themselves will build themselves up as your town becomes more leveled up. Small housing estates will become big apartment blocks, same for small businesses. Those buildings will merge to become large business buildings.
What's going on? Oh, has it been upgraded to like apartments and flats? I didn't even notice that. Some of the housing has changed. Yeah, look, they're being like converted into big housing. Interesting. I didn't realize I could do that.
The attractions are also really cool. You can place things like aquariums around, cat cafes, big piers for people to go chill on, and you can decorate your beaches with amenities to encourage people to go and visit them. And of course, you can see little cars and people tricks around your city as the days go by.
Look at my little cars. Look, it's constructing. That's so cool. And people are going, oh, there are people. You just heard my knee snap 100%.
It's really cool having cell towers to be able to put down as well, trying to plan your coverage around environmental objects like mountains to ensure that all of your city is covered by cell towers. Same goes for schools, for local areas, and for fire stations, police stations, and hospitals, making sure people have access at all times. It adds a depth to the game that I really wasn't expecting, and it's easy enough for a beginner like me to jump in and play, while also making it so that veteran city builders will get something out of this and it won't be that simple. Especially on some of the harder islands, there's a lot to manage here, and I've really enjoyed my time with it so far, which has been around 3 hours. Although most of the stuff you're seeing in this video is around the opening hour of the game. Anyway, those are my first impressions on Little Cities Bigger for PSVR2, a game that looks great, plays great, is charming, has great use of PSVR2 features, and honestly has blown my expectations out of the water. I have not been surprisingly blown away by a game like I have with this in a very long time, and I really hope it does well because In Dreams have done a fantastic job here. I absolutely love it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Are you going to buy Little Cities Bigger on PSVR2? Please do let me know in the comments below. Thank you to our 2 patrons, Ace Gamer and Luke Bentley. Both of you continue to support the channel to help me do what I do day after day. If you want to join the Patreon or YouTube membership, both are in the description below, whichever is easier if you'd like to, for a few dollars a month. And thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video.